My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Sing! And look, I do not like this movie, so let's begin by talking about the cast. And Matthew McConaughey is a very good actor. I thought he was Oscar worthy in Interstellar. I thought he was great in Mud, Magic Mike, The Wolf of Wall Street, Killer Joe. The guy's got talent, and he's perfectly fine here. It's not a bad performance, but it's definitely not one of his best either. Reese Witherspoon, also a very good actress. I thought she was great in Election and Wild, but here I thought she was just flat. Her character is one of the more forgettable ones of the bunch here, and she didn't really do all too much for me. Scarlett Johansson does a fine job. Her character isn't great, but she's fine. Seth MacFarlane actually doesn't sound like Seth MacFarlane in this movie. Like, he doesn't have that Peter Griffin voice, and he does a perfectly fine job, I guess. Taron Egerton, great underrated actor. I loved his performance in The First Kingsman so much, and I feel like he should have been a bigger star by now, and he does a perfectly fine job here. John C. Reilly, great actor, fine performance. Tori Kelly, I did not like this character or this performance at all, just did nothing for me. Nick Kroll does a perfectly fine job, I guess. I found his character to be a little annoying. And Garth Jennings, I didn't realize it was a dude who voiced the old lizard. Like, he's unrecognizable here, and I thought he did a very good job. So the cast is not the issue with this movie. They're serviceable. They do the best job possible with such a weak script. The big issue with this movie is that it's painfully generic. There are so many characters here, and each and every one just feels generic. And none of these character arcs are effective in any way, shape, or form, and it just feels like a nothing movie. Like, it's never entertaining, it's never interesting, it's never emotional, it's just nothing. There's two times in which I chuckled, but most of the jokes fall flat. The animation is very blah, and for a movie that revolves around songs and dances, I hate so much of this movie's soundtrack. It is the most obnoxious modern pop soundtrack I have heard, and I hate its usage within the movie. I really do. But, that said, I do like the scene where Taron Egerton sings I'm Still Standing. I'm pretty sure, like, that has to be the reason why he got to play Elton John, right? Like, it has to be. But it was a good performance, and that song is great. And I actually really like the Scarlett Johansson walk song. I think it's called Set It All Free. It's a solid bop, not going to lie. So, those two songs stand out. The rest, not so much. So, will kids like this movie? Yeah, I guess. Like, it is what it is. The voice cast does a perfectly fine job, and like, the animation isn't bad, it's just so uninteresting. It just doesn't really do anything for me. But yeah, my big problem with this movie is just how generic it feels. There's nothing great about this movie. There's nothing good about it. It's just one of those movies you watch, you move on with your life, and you never think about this movie again. So I'm giving Sing a 3 out of 10. It just hit me that this movie came out in 2016, which was the same year that Kubo and the Two Strings came out, and that is a much better Matthew McConaughey animated movie. But, Sing! Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin,